Cairo, a city of extraordinary history and resilience. But today it is weighed down by immense hardship. What I saw and felt there was not just the grandeur of the pyramids or the breathtaking Islamic architecture along Al Muizz Street, but also the chaos of traffic between Cairo and Giza, the suffocating air, and the daily struggle of millions of Egyptians who deserve far better. The economic crisis driven by years of debt-financed mega-projects, repeated currency devaluations, and a shortage of foreign dollars has left ordinary people facing soaring inflation, shrinking wages, and rising poverty. Today, 1 in 3 Egyptians lives below the poverty line, while basic necessities like food and medicine have become painfully expensive. At the same time, authoritarian rule has silenced dissent, restricted freedom, and deepened frustration, leaving people trapped in the cycle of economic insecurity and political repression. And yet, Egypt is a country of enormous potential. The Nile, the Suez Canal, its youthful population, and its diverse economy could make it a regional powerhouse. Standing in Cairo, I felt both sorrow and admiration. Sorrow for the suffering that is so visible, admiration for the endurance of its people. My deepest sentiment is that Egyptians deserve better infrastructure, better opportunities, and a better future than the one they're being forced to endure. '84. My favorite guy. Always say in China about big ears. It's like the Buddha's ears. Very good fortune. I just love his look. He's got such an epic look. Obsessed. I'm absolutely obsessed. I'm here for the longest time in this room. Here the guide is showing the tourists that this guy's on the note. He's just so famous because scribes are very important. They're usually at the top of the social hierarchy. You can see what looks like Egyptian batteries, or maybe water or wine. And there's like grains and things over there. It's like farming or herding. Oh, it's so good, isn't it? There's a cobra. Guys are each holding the body of I think that's a goose, and then a leg of a cow or antelope or something, or goat. What looks like kinkali. Grapes, a little lamb. I think that's lotus, the Egyptian lotus. This one's interesting. It looks like jackals biting the tail of another jackal. This is that famous old painting, supposedly 2,500 years plus years old. The upper bit. It's a beautiful falcon of some kind. 4,000 years, gosh. Look how red the flowers are still. It looks like a guinea pig or something. What is it? Look, the chair always has the foot of a ram or oryx or something. Here, which knife would you like to pick to cut yourself? Ladies are holding a tray each, and the tray has 3 ankhs dangling from it. I wonder if they were gold. I found a doggy stick figure. Doggy for real at the foot of this guy. What do you think the things on their heads are? Their sunshade? So he's reading something, right? And then he's wearing that over his head. Playing a really long flute, and he's holding his ear. He's covering his ear. He's the best. Look at that face. He looks so unique. Akhenaten's belly. He's got a huge hip as well. Who it is? It's Anubis. For adjusting your pelvic tilt. Oh, there's so many characters here. It's the Upper Egypt crown. Wow. There's Isis, look. This one is so cool. Each stand had an animal. Falcon. What is this? With the Upper Egypt, Lower Egypt crown, I mean. There's the baboon. So unique, this one. Anubis on the right. Oh, it's the first time I see this god. It's the baboons. My camera's overheating and dying battery, and this is a really long snake with eagle wings. A very appropriate shot to end. Wow, this is actually the first time I saw this in the flesh. I didn't have a good look on my first round. I was just too tired and uninterested when I came in 2008, but now I'm just looking at everything with utter appreciation. So dedicated to the year of the snake. Walking through the Coptic Christian quarter in Cairo was such a highlight for me on this trip. I had not been here before on my trip in 2008, and honestly, wandering the old Cairo streets felt like stepping inside Jerusalem. The atmosphere is steeped in history, and everywhere I turned, there were traces of faith and devotion layered across centuries. I was first greeted by the sweetest doggy with the most upbeat energy, a small joy that made the morning feel even brighter. As I hadn't had any breakfast, it was only 8 a.m. when I arrived, so I sat down at a little cafe, ordered a bite and a coffee, and waited until the meetup time with our lovely guide, Ahmed. One of the first sights that impressed me was the Hanging Church, one of the oldest churches in Egypt, built above the gatehouse of Babylon Fortress. Its wooden roof shaped like Noah's Ark, and its icons lining the walls gave me the sense of being surrounded by living memory. From there, we walked to Abu Serga, famous for the crypt where the Holy Family is believed to have rested during their flight into Egypt. Standing in that place, I felt the weight of sacred continuity, as though the tenderness of that moment had been preserved in stone. Nearby, the Ben Ezra synagogue added another layer of the story to this quarter. Its history stretches back centuries. Traditions hold that this was where baby Moses was found in the reeds. The synagogue's quiet dignity reminded me of the diverse communities that once flourished side by side here, each leaving their mark on this sacred neighborhood. As we moved through the narrow lanes between ancient buildings, it was so palpable that there was simply so much history here. I was walking on the same paths that millions have walked through over millennia. I've checked into my hotel at sunset. The drone show should be happening tonight, so I moved over here one night early. I'll be here for 5 nights. It is the Grand Egyptian Museum's opening ceremony. No one else can attend, us commoners can't. But there's also a drone show going on. Wow. Having breakfast to this view. Which one's your favorite? My favorite has always been this one because it still has the cap on the top, whereas Khufu has lost the cap already, even though it would have been the most beautiful as it was covered in white marble. And I reckon the cap part would have been gold. On the rooftop of the hotel, and I can see the entrance from here. I went over there at 7 and was told that they don't actually open until 7:30. So the information online is incorrect. This rooftop restaurant over there seems to have such good vibes. Going at sunrise is definitely the best time because the temperature is really nice. It's not too crowded. This somehow reminds me of Yuanmingyuan, the summer palace in Beijing. Many geologists have come here and looked at the signs of water level in there. Here comes the black cars again. Oh, the backside is really worn out. It's pretty much all the hair part is gone. The bottom and the back also has a lot of worn out parts. The butt has lost a lot of bricks as well. Man, this needs better preservation. I mean, this was probably already lost before times of peace. At all pyramids, there are dogs. Same at Teotihuacan. Oh, that looks good. Lights lined up all along the pyramids. Ugly sight. It feels like this beautiful, cool 21 degrees. So I really think end of October and November is the best time to come if you're thinking of coming here. Imagine how beautiful this would have been. And definitely come at 7:30 at opening hour. It was really quiet when I arrived. It's really just those horsemen and camel riders wanting to holler at you and try to get you to take their ride. Apart from them, it was really peaceful, really quiet. But I think after 8:30 it starts to get a bit crowded. It's funny to think that this is what humans used to build. And nowadays people build Legos. As we modernize, we deteriorate. This is supposed to be laser cut. Nothing will fit through. See? It's a piece of 20 pounds. Literally, you can't even fit. It's just really tight. I'm not sure what this is about. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 of these here. On the opposite side it's the same. There's one here, and there's another one there. So perhaps once upon a time there was a stone pillar here to hold up certain things. I shoved a piece of rubbish between the pyramid stones. It's terrible. This one looks like it might have been a small pyramid as well. Again, let's check how tight this is. Really tight. This paper doesn't go through at all. I think it's pretty chill throughout. I didn't get harassed by anybody. I mainly just ignored the people that asked me to whether I wanted a horse ride or a camel ride, and I was left in peace. God, I love Islamic architecture. So beautiful. So beautiful. Such a perfect design, isn't it? It's so shady, so much privacy, analyze the airflow. What are you doing? Hello? What are you doing? Oh, I want this cat. Yes, you are. Oh, I want you. Those in Yemen, Saudi, and Tunisia. Look at all the satellite dishes dominating the food. Oh my God, so amazing. There's like a cat cafe in this corner. Hotep. So beautiful, aren't they? There are always some violent ones. I don't like those. They're so delicate and beautiful. This is Amenhotep II. Beautiful face. This shows a mining expedition. Isn't the background beautiful? That is another beautiful face. This is a window grill. Imagine, this is a window. Beautiful. Look how she has her hand on his shoulder. Look at the hair details. Wow. And now look how big this one is. It's enormous. Ouroboros, look. Wow, this is the first time I've seen that. It doesn't make sense. I have no idea what these are. Especially the weird-headed ones. This is amazing. It really is. This boat even has a scarab beetle on it. And it's got a human-headed tip at the very end of the boat. This one's carrying a crocodile. Upper and lower Egypt crowns on each end. Man, this stuff is not even made up. This is real. This one looks like the lion-headed person's being judged. Oh, wow. This is incredible. Look, the front of the boat has two cobras.
One of the, I told
ugly hair heads. Gorgeous cat though.
Hello, what are you two doing here? Oh la la, what's happening? It's quite funny because today is the 4th of November, and because the Grand Egyptian Museum opened today to the public, I've been looking at this view this morning at breakfast between 7 and 8. Hardly anybody was here. Hardly any tour buses was here this morning. Maybe just one. Thankfully, I went really early this morning to the Grand Egyptian Museum, so by the time the crowd was building up, I was already leaving. And I hate being there when there are so many people. It's impossible to actually enjoy the exhibits, so I just left. It has been such an, not an honor, it's been nice. It's been nice to be back. It's not the nicest countries in terms of people and the way they want more from you. Like with taxi rides, can you just stick to the price instead of asking for cash? But people are just very dodgy. They're good men, but the maybe 4 cases where I experienced good men, good drivers who didn't expect more, 2 of them were old people. They were very kind, very helpful. Tomorrow, which is my final night in Cairo in Egypt on this trip, is gonna be 100% full moon. This looks like it's just missing a tiny bit. What an occasion. Leaving the day after. Final sunset for me. Final sunset at Giza. It is stunning. Wow, it's so pink. Even though this one has a capstone on it, it looks like it's much more deteriorated than the Great Pyramid though. it's hard being a camel. These sexy legs. The best part about staying here will be the view. Not very much a convenience thing staying here if you want to visit Cairo a lot, but Giza has the best view. It's also just very quiet here at night, and before it starts to get busy, you can get a really decent sleep. It's almost 6 a.m. Sunrise soon. Final sunrise in Cairo on this trip. I've had a great time, but also a frustrating time having moved to Giza and experienced the traffic jam and how frustrating the taxi drivers can be. But overall, I've loved staying here. I knew I would love Cairo. It's a mega city. It has such immense history that nowhere else can rival with. And you can't beat this view, can you? There's the moon. I do recommend staying in Giza. If you want to have this view, stay at this hotel or other hotels near here. My hotel offers a great view and I can see the pyramids from my room with giant windows. But if you don't want to see the pyramids and you don't want the inconvenience before 2027 when the Metro Line 4 would open, staying in the city would be a good idea for you because you can just walk around, take metro. You don't even need to take taxi most of the time. Just take metro. Very convenient to stay near the city. Here you just need to have the courage to face the taxi drivers and communicate with them and, stick to your guns as well. But I've loved it here. I really, really loved it here. I appreciated Cairo, appreciated the kind people that I met. Like yesterday, I was short on cash, and this girl was like, let me get you a drink, let me get you a drink. What do you want? I think people of Cairo just deserve better. They deserve a better government. They deserve better infrastructure. I know that it's coming up, the good infrastructure is being implemented, but it's just taking such a long time. I haven't been here for 17 years, and I cannot believe that. The most basic metro line that should exist in Cairo to ensure that there's good convenience for all still isn't here. So I often found myself saying, I feel for the people of Cairo. I feel for the people of Cairo, I really do. They deserve much better. It's such a high density population. It's difficult to exist when things get busy on the road. Air pollution is really severe, which means public health will go down. Once you build a good, solid infrastructure and a really convenient public transport system, people's lives will drastically improve. And for what I've experienced for a few days here, people experience that every single day. The actual urban stress that I felt, I think it's just an inkling of what people have already felt for decades. That is not okay. Instead of building a grand Egyptian museum and loaning so much money from Japan, spend the money on people. This is where I don't agree with the current government. What a privilege to be here. What a sunrise. It's so funny to watch the sunrise with the full moon. It's huge, the moon is huge. Like, don't forget how big the pyramids are. I know on camera it doesn't look that great, but in front of my eyes, the pyramids, for one, are huge, and this full moon is massive and glorious. And the sunrise is shining with pink colors behind me, shining onto the pyramids in the sky. So if you think about how big the Great Pyramid is, which is currently in the shot, this moon right now is like, maybe like a giant truck size. It's huge. I'm so grateful for this opportunity to be here, so grateful for my work and an amazing leader in my team for allowing me to just come, that I've been able to work remotely. And very, very casually, I can just come. It almost felt like I was just taking a weekend getaway all the way to Egypt. And I'm so grateful to be able to stay here for a whole week. It's been really amazing. It does make me want to come back. I really, really want to come back. I definitely want to stay in Cairo for a long time again once the metro starts in 2027 for Giza. Before that, I'll probably just stay near the city if I come back again. I'm going to stay on Muizz. See the pyramids along the Nile. Watch the sunrise on the tropic isle. Just remember, darling, all the while you belong to me. See you next time, Cairo.